timeless messages. So for the viewer, please keep in mind that not all my messages are going to resonate with every viewer. So please take what resonates, leave the rest for another to appreciate, as always. I'm going to go ahead and get into the reading. I did see balance and the North Node when I was shuffling. So therefore, tells me the scales are being balanced in a large way here. Okay, so you could be practicing detachment, or this could be an energy of realizing the more you want some kind of justice, the more, you involve yourself with karma here. So therefore, it's about practicing detachment. Okay. We got Scorpio. Scorpio could be involved. There could be a secret here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my intro, and I am going to check and make sure this is working, because the last reading that I did, all my readings are live, but the last one that I did had no sound, and I had to delete it. So please give me a second to check and make sure this is working. And I have sound, so we'll see. Okay, it is working at the moment, so I can keep going. All right, so if you resonate with this message, please hit that like button, subscribe, and we're going to see where this is going. All right, Virgo energy is here, and that is the reading that I had to delete. It was Virgo that I did. Okay, so there's details coming out naturally. This is about allowing what's naturally supposed to occur. Okay. And then there's an energy of confrontation. So that's the opposite. But something for the future. So the energy of the future is showing up here because of a present situation that is in the North Node. All right, let's see. Mars, that is Aries energy, a lot of fire. So there's a lot of reactions. Okay, I was going to say resolutions, possibly as well. A lot of reactions about these details. Okay, so I have moon, I have the moon, and I have the details. So there's a fear here. Fear of some kind of communication or information, I guess. Details. Yeah, whatever's being brought to light. So, wow. And so I just said whatever's being brought to light, and the sun came out again with whatever's being brought to light. So it confirms that. The sun, natural, not things occurring naturally. The sun. Other people's resources. So whatever other people's resources are getting and gaining or using power in, I guess, secret ways, because we saw secrets. And here's secrets again, the secrets. Okay, so some kind of, all right, so things are naturally occurring, but there's a force behind it, and it's like, oh, actually, if this, what is that force? Relationships and reactions. Okay, something can't continue without your reaction. So the details are, again, with Virgo, the details. So without your reaction, that's when the things naturally occur in this energy for the viewer. Okay. Things are being brought to light. Do what you must do. So this is responding properly in situations in which are challenges. All right. When it comes to partnerships, relationships of all kinds, everything under the sun, I want to say, okay? And the results and the wisdom and insights to understand this kind of power struggle, what keeps it going. So if you understand what keeps it going, then there's either a reason to keep it going or there is a reason not to keep it going. And of course, that's going to be up to the individual. Okay, yeah, the desire regarding the energies involved. Okay, so everybody's got their own energy involved with these desires and challenges. I said challenge. There's the challenge. Challenge. Alrighty. Communication, information. So some kind of information is a challenge. All right. Philanthropy, keeping involvement hidden. Something's a challenge to so maybe the challenge is to not have these reactions. Wow. Because there's a need to control something, but as long as, so it's like, if you have, you know, the saying, what do I want to say? What is it? Give me a second. Okay, yeah, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, but it's like, these are even more stupid games and the prizes are going to get more stupid. Okay, something with this coming to life. Okay, and then I'm laughing because it is kind of funny in a very interesting way. Okay, so we got philanthropy. Okay, big ideas. Do what you must do. Other people's resources. Cherish, enjoy, what you're attracting. Now is the time with that North Node. Leadership. Do it. I love it. Do what you want to do or do what you must do. Okay, so it's about what you're doing. A lot about the energy of what you're doing. So, oh, wow, I don't know, attracting, do what you want to do. Other people's power and getting other people's power. Getting and using power and other people's resources. So I guess that also has something to do with other people's power. Or what is that? Uniting to make a bigger power. Because I don't know. It's like, so the illusion of the bigger the group, the more powerful it is, but that is just an illusion of some sort. Yeah, and so there's a different way of seeing that, and that just pointed that out. That releases you from any struggle or power struggle or whatever's being done for power. There's an unexpected change, and the unexpected change is wisdom. Okay, so once you know better, you do better or something. Because I got to do what you must do and do what you want to do, and then there's a secret. So maybe you're keeping whatever you're doing to yourself because you're not really doing anything. How do I want to say this? You're not being loud on purpose. Libra. Something about not being loud on purpose. Oh, I said something about, okay, so just because something has got a lot of support and it's really loud doesn't mean it is aligned with anything other than fighting for a lost cause, possibly, I'm feeling. Okay, so, all right, it's fluctuating. How do I want to say this? Things are being brought to light about the details. Okay, so you're going to understand this enough to be able to, it's going to understand it enough for you. Maybe it isn't for somebody else. It's for you to understand. Okay, yeah, because there was a past. Okay, we have Mercury retrograde. Do what makes you feel secure. Do what you must do. Do what you want to do. There's a result of a power. But this is about a result of losing power. It doesn't say what kind. So you have results when you gain power, and then you would also have results when you lose power, and somebody's losing some kind of power or position with leadership. And here I go with this. So the scales are being balanced. I saw Libra, not Libra. I saw the 7th house with balance, which is Libra and North Node. So now is the time to be positive. Jupiter is an ending. Jupiter is also, the universe has your back with the sun. So there's a lot of illumination around your security or what makes you feel secure. Wow. And you're keeping that to yourself because this doesn't need, it doesn't need validation. There's something here that absolutely does not need validation. All right, let's see. And here I have do what you must do what you want to do, and what you want. So maybe what you want has shifted enough to bring in some kind of new beginning here. Because I have a 10. Wow, the right connections. So your connections, the right connections aren't loud and group joining. Wow. And now I got the North Node. Now is the time. So this is natural power and position. This isn't forced. So it's not forcing your way in, or somebody, not about forcing. It's about allowing. All right. So which is about attracting. And that's where all these reactions are coming from. Results from the power and the secret reactions. So now something's going to be changing with that. Wow, with that need to control. Okay, so that's all been a secret. You're keeping what you want to yourself because, like I said, it doesn't need validation. My goodness. And here the North Node wants to come back out. So, all right. Do not worry about it. This struggle that has occurred for quite some time because it keeps coming up. And it also keeps coming up because it's ending as well. There's a responsibility. So with this energy or the wisdom comes responsibility. And if you're willing to receive that gift of responsibility, then that's where the shift happens. That's where the right connections and your ideas come to more the forefront, or you get more clarity. All right. Yeah, there's a different way of looking at it, which allows you to have more clarity. Oh, right. What is happening here with the viewer? Free from it. 8 of Swords in reverse. All right. So that's releasing the ties, the thoughts, the patterns, the situational patterns, and lovers. Okay. So free from this restriction of some sort that was placed with or about a community that wasn't in alignment with, okay, so this is also what's coming to light. This could be a community that is attached to a family dynamic of the past. Star, Aquarius. You know what, let's go ahead and shuffle. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, okay. Traditional involvement or things that have been occurring for quite some time. For the viewer, what is this? What is coming to light with this Jupiter? Things being brought to light. You're not involved emotionally. You're not having the same reactions. So those simple changes you may have made with these kinds of things, holding things back, but there's a reason for it. You got a good reason for it? Yeah, because there's justice. Libra. It's a good reason for something, and you don't have to explain yourself about it. All right. There's a plan that's like didn't get very far, I want to say. Somebody had an idea or a connection that didn't get very far. And it's also not celebrated and seen. Wow, look at this. 5 of Wands in reverse. That's that, not playing the game. What's new and different is you're not having these reactions, and you don't need to like explain yourself, but somebody else wanted to be seen as successful. 5 of Swords, 7 of Cups in reverse. I'm able to do something here. Yeah, okay, I said I'm able to do something. I'm able to manifest. An Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Death, and the Page of Cups. Queen of Wands. Somebody's creative abilities are being affected. Some energy of keeping an open mind. Let's just fell down. Oh my gosh. And here we go. That's like keeping an involvement hidden, but now it's going to be more seen or something. Somebody wanted to get what they wanted or didn't think you needed something. All right. You used some kind of strategy that allowed you to free yourself. The Five of Swords is walking away from it. It's not continuing to stay involved. And it's also not worrying about it. There's that Jupiter. I said the universe has your back in the North Node, with the North Node. King of Cups in reverse, King of Swords upright. There's a reason for you not being emotionally involved with some kind of situation in which is not matured. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So, there was a loss incurred. There's a secret about it. Secret action. Closing out the cycle. So, you closed out the cycle and you were real quiet about it. The energy you walked away from that doesn't understand that. Let's see. What is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? That's a lot. It's coming over on the struggle. So let's see, or the need to control. But you got awareness, right? Oh my gosh, I said awareness, and there's the Ace of Swords. Okay, moving to calmer waters. Okay, so there's some kind of moon fear of a secret. Do not worry about. Something was done for some kind of petty purpose you walked away from. Tower, love, or lovers, Nine of Swords. I said a petty reason. So this sword completes this cycle to the Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords. So it's like when you know better, doing better. So somebody may have known better but didn't want to do something different. Knight of Cups coming in with the Page of Swords. So this is like spying or looking at love coming in, death. This is unable to see something. What's that about? Oh, the Virgo. The Hermit. Virgo, unable to see something. Okay, the outside energy, this is being illuminated from within. So that's why it's quiet. The star. Quiet star. Yeah, stars aren't loud. They're quiet. Priestess in reverse. Nine of Swords. What is that about? Ten of Cups. It's about your Ten of Cups. My goodness. All right, this is definitely unconventional. So you're closing out cycles or completions in unconventional ways. Or the universe has decided to close out cycles in unconventional ways. It's like, of course, you're not going to understand everything. Page of Pentacles. It's about being open to learn, unlearn, relearn, things like that. Fool in reverse, there's energy that doesn't want to do that or move forward because it was benefiting in some type of way. You're going to have some kind of immediate awareness, viewer. Wow. Okay, so there's some kind of boundaries that have been placed. Patience is involved. It's like in the universe's time. Sun in the universe's time when things are being brought to light. Yep. Okay, so, and then the Tower. I think this is things out of one's control. The world, yeah, it is. And, okay, so it's all for a reason. When you walked away, you're not worrying about it because there wasn't a good reason for something. Two of Swords. So as long as you were attached, as you couldn't see, somebody can't see all the details. Okay. So this equals the Seven of Swords. So this is coming from two different energies. So combined, okay, so two different energies strategize on some kind of imagination. So that's like the filling in the blanks. Oh, lots of assumptions. Lots of assumptions occurring. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Wands, assumptions taking place. So from assumptions, then those assumptions get broadcast. So about somebody's lack of work or unable to put the work in. Unable to put the work into a Seven of Cups because it's okay, so unable to continue to put the work in to make things more confusing because it's like the truth will catch up. The truth is catching up. Again, I might call that. Oh, the truth is catching up. All right, somebody's participation was not an equal give and take. In fear of something. A lot of fives there. All right. Five of Pentacles comes out. A lot of fives. Another five. So this Five of Pentacles upright. Six. Okay, so somebody did not offer assistance. Okay, so there's an energy showing you who they are here. As long as you're having reactions, Queen of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups is in reverse. These are emotions. Queen of Wands. Mastering your emotions in some type of way. Yeah, with King of Swords, logic. If oh my goodness. If it's not adding up, then it's not adding up. Judgment in reverse. Okay, right. If it's not adding up, it's not adding up. And therefore, what is this Ace of Swords? Wow, the Hierophant. King of Wands. I see the Queen of Wands upright, King of Wands upright. This could be a marriage contract or a spiritual contract or commitment. Somebody wanted something to change because I have another five and I just said it was about changes. So it's about wanting something to change, but it can't be done through lack of knowledge or lack of facts or lack of truth. So, okay, potentials, Nine of Cups in reverse. I said wanting something. So wanting something so badly, you're going to go try everything. Okay, so Taurus energy here, that flipped up. Fool in reverse, not taking a new path. The worry was too heavy to move forward, or that's what was being projected out there. Oh my gosh. You know, Nine of Swords, the worry. So worry was being projected heavily because of this lack of knowing how to detach and move to a new beginning, I want to say. Or not understanding that old energy is no longer effective. King of Wands, not moving to calmer waters. So, okay, so that's a choice. That's a choice. Queen of Wands upright. So that's that confrontation or obsession energy. So as long as you're attached to this energy, the struggle about what somebody wants or who they want to be with. Okay. What is this for the viewers? Somebody wants to do what they want to be with. Yeah, actions. Oh, well, this is like opposite energy due to emotional reactions. Okay, so these are emotional reactions. Healing the emotions of the situation makes and creates less worry. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands and the Four of Swords. So this is like only taking action when it makes sense to take action. Okay, this is sensible action, not nonsensical, sensible, or whatever that word is, action. Okay. What else here? Page of Cups, Page of Wands, High Priestess in reverse. There's some kind of news arriving, or these communications have been what? You keep walking away from them. Okay, you're walking away from the communications that involve, draw you back in, I guess. So it's like, Hangman, seeing a higher perspective, so unable to get drawn back into the lost cause that was created. I'm going to get some more tarot. Oh my gosh. Emperor in reverse. So whatever leader, this is a dysfunctional leader. Queen of Wands. Wow. Aries and Leo specifically coming out here. So it's like hiding a plan. Okay. Wanting the ships to come in with the Three of Wands. What is going on here for the viewer? You're going to get insight about what somebody wanted a little too much. So a lot of force was put behind it to accomplish that goal, but if not everyone is on the same page, over time that is not going to be able to become effective. You hear my husband in the other room probably. King of Pentacles in reverse. I have Virgo here, or Earth sign energy, but I do have the Hermit. All right, this is in reverse. This is the opposite. This is negative, unable to be positive, unable to learn, grow, and expand. Therefore, it's like that can't be hidden from the universe. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I'm looking at Jupiter right here. And I'm reading what it's, and I didn't even see this over here. So, yeah, you're getting news or knowledge about what was going against the flow for long periods of time occurring. Queen of Wands again, upright. I think we were seeing the Queen and King of Wands upright over here in this deck, weren't we? Yeah. So releasing some kind of burden having to do with action. Wow. The Six of Pentacles in reverse again with the Queen of, I just talked about the court cards. I got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, and they were also in reverse in here. So there's a lot of emotions about this giving and receiving, or who, oh, I don't know, what is that? There's some kind of blame game, or I don't, really expecting something. Ten of Cups in reverse, Ten of Cups upright. Wow. Okay, so a lot of mirroring with this Five of Wands in reverse. A lot of details coming out about the opposite. I mean, there's a lot of opposites going on here now. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. But all these court cards, so that we saw the King. Okay, logical actions. Okay, not just, what is it, showing up to every situation. You don't, it's like, not everything deserves your attention or something. Because this is the justice that's playing out. But divine justice is about not, it's divine only because it's being left alone. Or right, something like that. The world, my goodness. Closing up a huge cycle. Seven of Swords in reverse. So this is occurring like, all right, if somebody didn't want the details to be loud, or trying to reveal something about that's not natural, is a force, it's like it's going to come back. That's where the mirroring comes from. That Five of Swords. So that Five of Swords is not going to be hidden. Here I have this other Five of Swords, which makes 10 swords. Let's see. What's the viewer? The Fool's upright now. Yeah. So not hanging on to the swords. You healed those kinds of things. And it all had to do with worry. What you thought about it. The worry behind it and what you thought about it. Strength in reverse. Okay. So this is having the strength to release the burdens. Sometimes it takes more strength to release something because it's easy and comfortable to continue something. It's more uncomfortable to break a pattern than it is to continue in one. Releasing the Five of Wands. We saw the Four of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is right here. This is what's mirroring. Somebody wants this to continue because when it continues, the injustice continues to stay hidden, but it can only continue with your reaction. Okay? Death in reverse. See? But somebody's out of course, it's always out of one's power. King of Wands. Thought they had some kind of power, but it's not in their power. So this is what's coming back. If somebody had you are feeling left out, they're gonna feel left out. Knight of Cups, especially when it comes to love. And again, it's not adding up. The Sun. Nine of Cups in reverse. Empress in reverse. Hangman in reverse. All the illuminated. What somebody wanted way too much. And then I've got this that turned over in the middle of all this. So the Sun on the bottom. And the Sun over here. And then the Five of Swords wanting to turn back over. The win at all costs. That playing the same thing over and over again. And then the Sun, I said. The Six of Cups, the past. Queen of Swords in reverse, maybe when you didn't have the boundaries or knowledge. So you gained some kind of knowledge, and when you educated yourself on a situation, you began to understand something deeper about it. The choices that were made, the confusions that were created, and the injustices that were created with it. Let's see what else. Okay. Winging it, nest egg, something to crow about. Okay, there was a lot of talk or crowing, or crows. Crowing is gossip, or what is that? Thinking very highly of oneself. Okay. The egg is cracked, so something was fragile. On frills, wait for more, plain to see it won't work. Okay, somebody's told it's not going to work, and this is because it's I said being loud. Yeah, crowing about it. I said loud is not strong. Quiet is not weak ever. Okay. Resurrect old ideas, trying to breathe new life into it. So being real loud, trying to breathe new life into it, but it's not being supported, and because it's not aligned with your future in the way that somebody wants it to be or something. Feels right, good idea, aligns with your values. The details, the truth. What feels right? Okay, so I was saying doing what you must do or doing what you want to do and responding properly, and in those any times of needing response, on frills. If somebody's on frills with their responses, that's that same card. Plain to see it. Okay, somebody also is getting the messages. It's not going to work, but they keep doing it anyway. Wanting to resurrect old ideas again. So continuing the narrative. Okay. Last minute changes are going to occur too late, behind schedule. With the Seven of Swords, some kind of strategy or creative. Okay, somebody not on time. The patience. Oh, somebody wanted something, but they're behind. Because it's heavy. There's heavy energy. Okay, so those are the burdens or the worry or anything that was created. All right. What's happening? Getting satisfaction. When you have patience and do just what you need or must do, and then release yourself from the rest, that's what feels right. You have good times here, but there's also happy endings, which tells me endings with the Ten of Cups, completions, and then the mirroring. That is also an Ace of Cups. The Ten of Cups is an Ace of Cups, so it's last minute changes. Somebody's going to not be satisfied with the last minute changes here, is what I'm getting. Wait a minute. That's the wrong side. Wow. Okay, hang on. United. Okay, this energy that was united. You get a lucky break, a successful venture, valuable experiences, worth your time and profit. But the profit is win at all cost. So it's actually a profit at expense. So the profit at others' expenses. Wanted and kept it a secret. So whatever involvement that is, somebody's worried about that. Not ready to get started, starved for attention. So that's that loud energy. That is, it's only loud and wanting attention because it's unable to begin something new for some reason. So you could be witnessing some type of this. Okay, because you have unwavering faith. Wow. All right. And divine timing. All right. I said when the universe's time. Okay. The sun and Jupiter. There's an hourglass here. Somebody is going to have last minute changes because they have run out of time. Wow. There's a rough road or crowing about a rough road, or this is like not understanding somebody's path. Not afraid of hardships. Maybe you've had a rough road because you're not afraid of hardships. You've reached new heights. So there's a lot of talk about the heights you're reaching. There's clarity, big things being brought to light with the sun, with the clarity. Seek clarity with patience. Not afraid of hardships, not afraid to seek that clarity, and not afraid to, it's like the truth will piss you off and then it'll set you free. And then you got the devil of peace, reaching new heights. You're not interested in these old ideas. They're heavy. You're bound to something. You're free to move. Okay, so moving away, or you could be moving away, or I don't know. Now, what's this about? Secrets on the secrets. Plan wisely. Harbor a peace. It just said something about peace. You're free to move. Let's see. Walking unscathed. Yeah, okay. So very strong energy here. Resilient in your own unique way. Walking unscathed. You've been through a lot, and a plan was set, and with these old ideas, and you walked away without having to. Okay, so something about karma, divine justice, and not having to lift a finger, not having to do anything, this type of thing. It just, you're walking away is for a reason. Rough road. Whether it's a rough road or not, you're not in fear of the consequences, because you know they're not your consequences at this point, or something like that. Is that it? Cloud of the unknown. Okay, nobody knows what the consequences are going to be yet, possibly. Maybe that's what's, you're not to worry about bringing about some kind of justice, because justice is occurring in a larger scale. Wow, hurtful events. Man on fire here. Burning Man could be significant. I don't know. Sir sees every minute. Desert of isolation. Well, that. Okay, so maybe you're seizing every minute you can be gain clarity. Okay, which requires you to be without influence. Could be, higher wisdom. Yeah. Without influence, so how do you come to clarity without influence, whether that be meditation, walks, or what have you. You get a lucky break with these cavernous secrets, again with the secrets. So it's not going to waste. So somebody using secrets to gain profit. Oh, well, there's a higher wisdom. A magnifying glass is being used, projected. So whatever has yonder magnifying glass is also going to be under even a microscope. Oh, interesting. If a magnifying glass is being used, now a microscope to see get an even closer look is going to take place because remember the math wasn't mathing. Okay, here, again. So it is about the ability. What was worth the effort with that win at all cost? You have the roots of success, which tells me whatever you're not worrying about and whatever now is the time you do, it will be successful. And then this is coming out sideways with the ocean of possibilities and emerging potentials. So either way you go, you got, and here it's the ocean. So, you know, maybe you're not, I don't know. Ocean of possibilities or emerging potentials. Either way, it's fruitful for you. Steady as you go. Rough road. This is overcoming those rough roads. Because at the end of the road, so this is like if you had a really cool place out in nature that you go and there's a really awful road to get there, but it's so worth it when you finally do type of thing. Because it contains some kind of wisdom on that road. Okay. Plan wisely. This is chess, not checkers. I'm gonna keep going here. Thank you for your support and the likes if you do resonate. So unconventionality with Moldavite. So your unique qualities are an important part of your purpose here. Okay. Let's see. Seeking clarity about your own uniqueness. So once you start questioning what you're doing, that is going to give you some kind of clarity. Wow, there's unnecessary worries here. With citrine. Citrine is very significant because I did see it earlier. Anyway, and I'm seeing it again. All right, so unnecessary worries. Release unnecessary worries. The burden of worries. I was talking about burdens and how all this was about worry. Oh, self-confidence through God confidence. Release the unnecessary worries, giving them to God for healing and solutions. So there's an actual solution. This is being too busy though. This busy times, this calcite busy times, walking unscathed with all this busy. So not allowing something to have you overlook something else when it pertains to emotions, not having overly sensitive emotions. Let yourself feel all of your emotions, not be overly sensitized by them. Okay, what else about this for the collective viewer reading? Huh? You could be reading, I don't know. Why was I going to say reading? Let yourself feel all your emotions are now in reverse with clear quartz. Those are the burdens, walking unscathed, not hanging on to the emotions, not letting them scar. Okay, it does block prosperity. There's some kind of imbalance that was blocking purpose or prosperity, or you're overcoming these things because those are part of qualities. So strengthening those unique qualities, clearing negativity. And I have clear quartz and smoky quartz, clearing negativity. Release negativity from within and around you. Clear message. Because there's unnecessary worries. Wellness. Focusing on yourself, focusing on your wellness. Health and wellness and recovery is here and now, and do not worry about it. Divine life purpose is in reverse. That just tells me no longer having these reactions. releases you from the burdens of whatever energy that was that force needing to control something to begin with. Honoring your natural beauty and authenticity with fluorite. Fluorite is a really delicate stone. If you ever owned a fluorite, they do break more easily, I feel, than some other stones. Increase support when you are your authentic. What you're going to attract authentically, which is okay. This is about attracting, not chasing. So more authentic, the less you chase. Possibly at this time, not maybe, or I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Huh? Yeah. Here's the Ace of Swords in reverse. So that was the math that wasn't math, and it had to do with worries and negativity. And this unconventionality wants to come back out. Okay, Moldavite. The unique qualities are being, so when you clear the negativity or whatever that might be, your unique qualities shine. Okay, this is what your worries were dimming your light or your truth in some type of way. Having to do with control issues, obsessions, or power struggles. Deep emotional healing is in reverse, so that is continuing to heal from the situation as it is as you were being guided to do, I want to say. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm just trying to see. I'm going to get a couple more things before I close it out. If you're hang around, great. If not, thanks, great. Alright, I'm going to get some more messages on this energy. Okay, let's see. Now my camera must be have a smudge on it or something on my phone because it's awful blurry looking. Sorry about that. I got amethyst coming out, the unicorn, very unique. Okay, so the energy I'm speaking to is very unique. Let me do this. I have regeneration with the starfish, and then I have anchoring this in. I have tiger eye with courage, strength, and self-confidence. I have what is that? I can't be. The abalone shell with peace. Peace at the beach. Hey, okay. Very, very much stable, grounded energy here, starting with just the purple, and then you have the very grounded stone and of tiger eye. Okay, let's see what else wants to know here for the collective energy and the viewer, or whatever you want to call anything. Okay, wait a minute. All right, there's something about took something, took a what? Getting took a look. Took a look. Okay, took a look. Took a look at a bid. Took a look at a bid. Something about taking. So, bidding on something. Something about a DJ. CJ. Lurk. Energy wants to lurk. Something about a Turk or turkey or Turkish. Something's in a loop. A root in a loop. Something about the loo. Isn't that a European way? A European way? I can't even say European. There, I said it. Way to say restroom or bathroom. A loo. B-I. I have a trip. You could be going on a trip to London or something about a trip to London, or you're in London and you're taking a trip. Or this is, let's see, to Turkey? I don't even know what's in Turkey. Blue. A crook. Oh my goodness. Okay. A rook. A rookie crook. Okay. Rick. Dick. Trick. Tricky Dick. I don't know who that is, but we got Kurt. Bert. I have truck. Bert, Rick, or Dick, or somebody with a truck. I have a Brit. B-R-I-T. So wouldn't that be London or something? Hello. Okay, we have R. That's either railroad or an R&R, as in vacation, or taking a break or a rest or something to do with R and R. Okay, I have, I don't know what my husband's Pop. Pop as in either soda pop or pop as in a father figure. Okay, I got two. I keep seeing two, so this is also the kind of two that means also. So there's more to it. More to it. Somebody's name could be Kirk. A brat or something. What is that? Brat? Mandelbrot? How do you say it? I don't know. That's a math thing. Fractals or something. Fractals. What do they do with that? You could be jotting something down, or something is worth jotting down. His name could be Dirk. I have a what is that? Birch tree? I don't even know where they grow, or if they're real popular everywhere or not. I don't have an H, but I'm getting birch. Oh, I have a K. Isn't that funny? Wait a minute. I don't have an H, but the K doesn't work at all. But I need a birch tree. Okay. Let's see. Something about TikTok, because I TikTok. Okay, that's that time running out or that hourglass energy. Okay, tick and then talk. There's a rule of what a rule of like a rule of thumb or whatever that means. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to look that up with that whatever that means. A rule of thumb. A pip, something's a pip. Isn't that kind of lighthearted and funny? And then I have a pip and then ick. So that just tells me everybody has a different perspective here. Something about a rock. I don't know if that's a rock in nature or you are like a rock. About a lock, a rock and a lock. I don't know. Rock and a lock at the dock. Rock, lock, and dock. Something's at the till or something about a till. What is a till? I don't even know what a till is. The till? The toll. The toll at the till, there's a toll. Something about there's a toll. There's a toll to pay. Bird. Something about you're gonna get a message or a bird. A bird toll. Oh, toll. Told. Birdie told. Oh, okay. So a birdie's gonna tell you something. Bird. Birdie told. And there will be a toll because that is the outcome of it all. It could be a jock here or somebody athletic or what is that? And very a jock. It is what it is. Somebody wants to be picked. Okay, pick. It's a jock. That's probably pick. To pick. There's an op here, so the jock. Okay, so there's somebody that wants to be picked for something, but there's an op about it. All right, I think I am going to leave it there. I do hope this was helpful. Something's at the top. Okay, there's a jock at the top, a pick, and I'd like to just kind of see what's about this pick. Is it? Hmm, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Okay, thanks a lot. See you next time.